Hello and welcome. My name is Barnabas. How are you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if you haven't subscribed, I would like to ask you kindly subscribe so you can encourage me to make more videos and also so that you can get notified when I post a new video. Someone asked me to just show some of the housing here in Melbourne. Maybe because they are considering to move to Melbourne, or they just want to know how much are the prices of houses in Melbourne, and if they are to move, a big part of the expenditure is housing. So how much rent, watalipa pesa ngapi rent if you're to move to Melbourne. So I'm just going to do straight away, I'm just going to do that. What I will do is just give you an estimate and show you a bit of the kind of houses that you would expect in Melbourne. Now, I must confess I'm not an expert in this, so bear with me. I'll just give you a rough estimate of what you expect, to pay. We'll go straight into it. Now, here the first thing is we pay rent every week. So when you sign a contract, you pay, for example, a deposit of 4 weeks, okay, and then you pay a week of in advance of rent. So the average rent in Melbourne at the moment is about 440 for a house and 400 for a unit, or what we would call a townhouse. Where you want to live will really determine the kind of rent or the kind of amount of money you pay. So just like in Kenya, ukikaa Nairobi utalipa rent mob kuliko mwenye amekaa tuseme place kama Thika, or so if you live in a regional town, it might be cheap or may not be cheap depending on demand and supply.
Huku hakuna in the suburbs, mbali na town hakuna flats refu. So what you would be equivalent of flats nyumbani ni townhouse kama hizi. So you can see they are a bit tiny, they are a bit congested together, so that's why they're a little bit cheaper, and they are tiny as well. So hizo ndio unaweza pata na $400, maybe a 4-bedroom. But if you look for a house, it's around 440. That's an average. Inaweza kuwa juu ama chini. So the prices will vary because of the following factors. One is how close it is to town. So if you find a house in town or very close to town, it will definitely be expensive. They will be expensive because you're trying to save on transport, and they're close to town, so you can do everything in town. So, and most of them are high-rise, high-rise building. So, and they're very expensive. But if you moved out to the suburbs, that's when you have more options. But again, you will be commuting to town if you're working in town. But some people don't work in town, so the farther you go out of town, the less expensive it is. Number two is you might find an old house or a new house. Of course, new houses will be more expensive than old house. But sometimes the old houses, because they were built kitambo, they have big compound, huge rooms, so they might not be cheap compared to the new houses. The new developments are a bit congested, small spaces, small compounds, but the old homes have big compounds and large rooms. So that again is another factor. A third factor is how close it is to amenities, how close it is to public transport, bus station or train station, or shopping center, like that one over there. You see that one over there? Yeah. And yeah, how close it is to schools. Yeah, but having said that, in the suburbs, you will always find schools close by, both public and private schools. So you will always find every suburb have a number of schools, and you have lots of options. You also have shopping center in every suburb. So if you live and work in the suburb, you don't really even need to go to town. You can do everything close in your suburb. Of course, another factor is the size of the house. So bigger houses, or many rooms you pay a little bit more. So a 1-bedroom house, I don't know, but probably costs around 300, and 2-bedroom going up to 400, as I said before. In addition, let me just mention that students, most of students or people who are single, you have options. You can even go to a shared accommodation. Now, this is the arrangement. You go to a place where it's a 4-bedroom house, but every person has got a room. So that's what you pay for. You pay for your room, that's your house, and you just share the living room, you share the kitchen, you share the toilets, the bathrooms, and everything is shared amongst the 4 of you, for example. It's cheap, slightly cheap, and convenient for students. You really don't need much. You just need a place to come and sleep, and your own room, comfortable, and everything. So some of them are as low as $100 per week. So if you would like to know much details, probably want to find out the prices of houses in a particular suburb or close to a particular place. Maybe you're looking for a uni or a job close to certain area. You can always go to a website called realestate.com, and in that you can narrow your search and just get to get to know specific prices.
If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do so and enjoy our videos. The next video I'm going to do is about transport. How people get to town. Is it train? Is it public transport or your own car? What's the best option, and so on. So please stay tuned, subscribe, and always wait for the video. Thank you very much. God bless you. This is Barnabas, the son of encouragement. Bye-bye.